I found it. It's actually. I'm wanting to be an editor. Hopefully this time next year I will be at least looking for an editor job, specifically for a weekly newspaper. I don't know why. I would rather start off with a weekly newspaper. I feel it wouldn't be as stressful as one that was like every single day. I could be wrong, but their salary paid, and I actually job shadowed a while back underneath one of the editors for the Hazard Herald back where I live. And they're a weekly newspaper. They print on Thursday mornings, just once a week. And they only have 3 editors and an editor-in-chief. And I job shadowed underneath the guy. And before I went, I was just thinking an editor is going to be somebody that stays up through the late into the night, early into the next morning, and just corrects people's mistakes that are putting in these pieces for the newspaper, and just doing that and giving them to the head editor before the newspaper prints. That's what I thought it was. But that is a big chunk of it, but there's actually a lot more that they do, especially these smaller newspapers. Where there's only 3 editors, they actually have to write some pieces themselves. And they write pieces, they take other people's pieces from the community and they'll correct those and place them in. And the guy that I job shadowed on here, he actually had, I'm not exactly sure on the name of the program he used on the computer. He basically spends his time in front of the computer. And he uses this program that sets up the layout for the newspaper. And he will put in the ads, the head editor will tell him the basic layout of it, and he'll go and do that. And he'll insert the ads, and he will take people's articles and make sure after he's corrected them, he'll put them in the newspaper thing. But the thing that surprised me the most was that the editor actually went out and we did interviews with people. We took pictures of the new bridge that they put up in Hazard there. We went to the police station and interviewed the head police chief there in Hazard, and he took notes and everything, and he asked for permission to put some of the police information that he gave us in the newspaper, and we went back, and he wrote up articles himself, and he placed those into the thing, and I just thought it was interesting that editors, I didn't think editors, and I guess in some newspapers, the editors wouldn't actually go out and do that, but in this particular case, he did, and it was pretty interesting. Let's see. It's salary paid, and the easiest, I think I would recommend job shadowing or whatever it is that you plan on going into, because that's definitely the easiest way to get the feel of if that's really what you want to do. And with this handout here, the first one I found on the internet, and I think it came out of a school book is what it looks like, but it is a very simple layout on how to write a newspaper article, and it's step by step. It has 5 parts, and if you follow this outline, you're basically going to get everything you need. And the next part is actually newspaper article, or part of the article. And you can see here, you actually have the article, you've got the pictures placed in there, you've got all this other stuff on the right hand side, and you've actually got like ads, which is a big part of the newspaper, a print newspaper. And the most important actual types of writing would be the article writing, I guess, if for the editors that are going to be doing article writing. But you also have to know a lot of informal writing, like when you're speed writing, when you're taking information from somebody that's giving an interview. Maybe even shorthand, if you know how to do that, would help probably. And that's about it. Knowing how to do some of those programs on the computer is something I didn't expect you to have to do.
So what did you learn that you didn't already know? What was the biggest?
The biggest thing would be that the editors for the smaller newspapers actually do more than just editing. You actually go out and you get the information. And I thought it was fun. We actually went to the police station, went down, took pictures and stuff for the newspaper. And they said usually, where it's only once a week, they said we're done by Tuesday. And sometimes they wouldn't even come in on Wednesday, or they would actually come in maybe sometimes and just start on Wednesday.
So did you do that for you all went and did that when you were shadowing or for this paper?
Oh no, for the job shadow.
For the job shadow, okay.
What type of editing? You said it's specifically like sports editor, copy editor.
It does probably copy editing. I looked into that some while I was doing the research for this, and it's correcting mistakes. It's basically what you would think an editor would be, except you're not allowed to change the basic gist of the paper that you get. You have to keep it within the format. You have to, one thing you can do is just spelling mistakes and punctuation, stuff like that. You can't change the style, and you can't change the way a sentence means. You can't change that. You can change words in it, you just can't change the way the sentence is supposed to come across to the people. That's it.
All right, thank you. Brittany. Did you present this? No. Okay.
The other Brittany's the one.
The other
who's
Brittany, I'm
absent.
sorry, Brittany. Okay, thank you. Sorry, Brittany, I didn't mean to give you a hard time. Okay, good. But do you want to present again, just to make sure we got it? Are you sure? Because we have a spot here. It's Jessica, Dustin, and Britt, and Britt. Okay, so here's Jessica, and she's ready to present right now. Okay.